Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. And in the last stream, guys, we made our accusation, and it wasn't toward any of the normal list of suspects. We actually accused Ludovico himself of being behind Helen's murder, because all the other suspects had pretty legit alibis. And apparently something started happening here at the Spectrum processing plant. The mysterious attacker, probably armed with a needler, is going after Ludovico, and we need to see if we can intercept. But we just showed up here. Instead of going the way that the game wanted us to go, we went through the front door. And check it out. It is the area that we saw in the intro film. So we see all of these photos, kind of wondering what this is about. I have a feeling that everything's about to get pretty much blown wide open. Halcyon Helen's monogrammed cigarette lighter. This lighter, inscribed with the initials HH, is featured prominently in each of Halcyon Helen's starring roles. Oh, this? It was a gift from an old flame. Never leave home without it. Never know when it could save your life. Ugh. Got purple berry wine. We've got Spectrum Red. Energy drinks. Alcohol and energy drinks. Lady after my own heart, really. Let's go ahead and see if there is anything. Yeah, I'm definitely going to examine the gun as well. I also... There has to be some sort of evidence here. You would think. This looks like a prop used during the filming that took place on the set. Not much of a weapon, it's too fragile to even pistol whip someone. So another needler prop. Eventually I bet we'll find the real McCoy. Oh, we can't go through here. That's the end of this section. As the map loads. That's interesting. Okay, elevator. I don't know if we necessarily need to take the elevator, though.
Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzo's is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
Man, we are
Maximum
going...
of 3 samples, huh? Joke's on you, Rizzo's. I can't count when I'm drunk.
Just grabbing all the vodka. We're gonna be completely sick of it by the time it's all said and done. Alright. Now, I wonder if this is sealed. It is sealed. Okay, so that's basically everything here. Now we'll take that side entrance. We've seen the public face. Time to see the disgusting, crusty underbelly. We've been drinking straight vodka for weeks, Captain. Can we at least get some orange juice? Some screwdrivers? That's my go-to drink when I'm sick. If I need to sleep. If I know that I'm just completely under the weather and I think that just sleeping for a long time is going to knock it out. Vodka with iced tea. Ugh. Not an iced tea drinker, but I could definitely see the appeal for that. I wonder, like, what kind of alcohol would go well with a chai latte? I'm thinking rum would probably be the least offensive. may have to try that out one of these days for science. Kraken with the vanilla undertones. I could dig it. Call it a chile. Or some Cthulhu Lovecraftian pun. So whatever we do here, the shortcut's going to be back up through the top, I assume. It looked like the lower level was a bit bigger than what we were dealing with up there in the lobby. Oh, so where all the magic happens. Alright, let's actually look at this nonsense. So that... Oops. Oh, there's 3 floors. Wow. Alright, we got a lot of work to do then. Go ahead and see what this is. Hi, Ellen? Or Ruth?
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, actually, I find that to be a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Ugh.
Are you serious? Halcyon Helen's got a twin sister? I mean, yeah, it's obvious. You know, if you think about it.
2 people inhabiting the same life. Existentially challenging, philosophically speaking. My condolences. Must feel like you literally lost part of yourself.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Minister Ludovico? A murderer and a coward? Why, I never.
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'm no coward. I bloodied my hands to save this colony. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
A smile on that face. Hey, Suzanne. And they called it symbiotes. I still can't get around that. And then obviously rake in a tidy profit for yourself.
You think I'm after the money? You're wrong. The only thing I want, the only thing I've ever wanted, is to bring joy to Halcyon. True, lasting joy.
Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
So that was you in the labs. You're the one who killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
And I also know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
Felix, you might want to turn around. Well, I did find him rummaging through your things, as a matter of fact.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
But you killed Constable Keene. She was on your side, wasn't she?
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
Alright. I've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Join me by my side. Alright. I'm helping you, Helen. Once we get out of here, I expect some answers.
It's a deal.
Sounds good to me. Let's get out of here.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Let's move then.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Up. Okay. Oh, ow, 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 ow. That hurts. Holy crap. I did not notice that hurt. Let's load that again, shall we? I was in there, I was like, I bet the steam's going to hurt me a little bit. I did not expect it to be that much. And my controller wasn't shaking or anything, so I got no real instance that my health was going down. Nor did I scream until, well... Fire bad! I'm sorry, I was affected by a brain eater. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So Belinda is the corpse that we found. Belinda had a bad day. Unless Helen was the one who was drugged and then walked off. Like, we don't know who is who and who got subjected to what, other than the death blow. Okay. How about we just use the map? It seems ideal, don't it?
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
There we are. That's better.
There.
See-
I've opened that door.
Oh, thank you, Helen. I can barely hear you.
We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
So what's the plan, Helen?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
Must be some sort of pesticide. Benign to humans, but lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
Wait, hold on. I got some questions.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
And off she goes. Ah, it's sealed. Well, I bet we had an opportunity to go through all of that factory, but oh well. I was too concerned with the whole getting out before it exploded thing. I figured that would be a little bit of a priority. So in terms of Helen's, what she's doing, like killing two of them, I don't really have a problem with. Killing the constable, on the other hand, she seems a little bit kind of casual about that. I'm very curious to see how the dialogue option's gonna go. Yes, that whole fire hot thing. Where are we? That's cool. Just go ahead and fast travel. So if we're going to meet at the penthouse, it means that she got there first. How would the rest of the crew react to like Halcyon Helen just like walking into the room going, "Hi."
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
This centrifuge was stolen from Rizzo's RR&DD labs. You see a small label stuck against the side of the device. I didn't notice this before. The label reads, Rizzo's laboratory centrifuge. No training required. All Rizzo's laboratory equipment has been designed for use by the unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push buttons, and watch it spin. Peel back the label. You see another smaller label under that one. It reads, Discontinued model, Spacer's Choice proprietary technology. Oh, lordy. Well, we'll just leave that there then. So that explains who she was talking to the entire time. She was sending messages to her sister and vice versa.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Do you need a minute?
Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
And also slightly depressed instead of incredibly happy.
This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. A little more despair isn't going to make a difference. We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Piraeus spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Essence of Sprat sounds like the type of perfume Spacer's Choice would make.
Please, let's not give Spacer's Choice any ideas. Essence of Sprat is not a perfume, thank the law. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing.
And once I've got the ingredients?
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic.
Alright, I can manage that.
Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast, Helen. I need to borrow your needler.
Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back?
I'll put the gun to good work. Also, I'm a better shot than you.
That sounds like a challenge. All right. Show me what you can do. Here. You take good care of my needler, and it'll take good care of you.
Thank you.
There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
That was a big handguns check. Want to ask you about Belinda before I leave.
Why, Inspector? Am I being questioned?
Not an inspector anymore, Belinda. You can call, Ruth. You can call me Hawthorne.
All right, Hawthorne it is. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
Well, people know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
Well, she was important to you. If I were you, I'd want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
And nobody else knew you had a twin?
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money.
What about Birdie?
Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
Well, I'd say you went pretty far, considering you two became Halcyon's best paid stars.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
That's actually true, Kath. Like, who was Birdie in love with? Was he in love with both? Or just one? That's all I wanted to know about that.
I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
But I do want to hear your whole story. Tell me what happened.
It's a long story, Hawthorne.
Reach for a cigarette. Well, then you better guess, sorry. Then you best get started.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go, but I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Why didn't Belinda want to go, though?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
Hey, Vito. What made her change her mind?
Nothing. She took the job when I did. Belinda was an idealist, and her ideals died with her. Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Birdie Holcomb.
Bam.
Birdie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
Well, I did meet the guy. He really did care about her.
Birdie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow. Birdie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
Heard you insisted on a tour of the labs.
I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
So Ludovico realized what you were up to and thought you'd expose his plans.
I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Say nothing?
My regrets are my own to bear. But for what it's worth, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. You killed innocent people. Did you really think I'd be okay with that?
Yes, Hawthorne, I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
So what exactly happened between you and Constable Keene?
Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
I would have made him pay.
So you do understand. Was there anything else?
What exactly happened the night of the murder, Helen? Or Ruth?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
That's when you decided to hunt him down.
Something like that. I had a problem I had to sort out first. You. You were an unknown variable. I didn't know what to make of you. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
Birdie was carrying this data pad. Think it's yours.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only two people in the universe knew that language.
Here. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Inspector. Keep the data pad. All it's going to do is remind me of things I could never say to Belinda.
Goodbye, Ruth. Now let's look at our new gun! Oh, it's a science weapon. Corrosion. You hold in your hand the actual needler used by Halcyon Helen in her serial Terror on Monarch. Brought to you by Odeon Pictures, as seen on the Aetherwave. Damage 38 special effect corrosion. That would be a crap ton of corrosion. We'll give it a shot, though.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Captain Hawthorne, what can I do for
See
you?
if there's anything more to say. Nope. All right.
Aha!
So we need to see who is the best in terms of diplomacy. Persuade 93. I like it. Actually, I think intimidate, persuade. We're gonna bring Felix and Parvati for this. The name reminds same thing.
Always so nice to hear you and
Yeah, Felix and Parvati. I'm gonna try our best to persuade Oh, you know, we could have just fast traveled from here. Crap. I think it shoots like the Needler as well, Liquid. So yeah, our 2 Halcyon Helen marks. Biggest fans. We might as well test it out, see if we see any infected, and then light them up. I don't know, guys. We may be able to get through the game by the end of the stream. Remember, though, once we reach the end of it, we're going to pause the recording. We're going to fight through the last mission and see if we can figure out what happens to everyone at the end. Because from how I understand, like, each character gets its own little postscript. So we'll have to see. Where was this the... Yes, it was. Spaceport. Try and figure it out. Who knows, maybe the entire spaceport will be swarming with the slugheads. So many load screens. As far as I'm concerned, that's really the only thing I don't like about this game are the load screens. I'm sure it's probably lightning fast on a PS5, though. Sometime this year. That will be mine. Should be lightning fast on the PC. Yes, it's true. But I had everything on here already, so... That's okay, though. Come on. As much as I'm fascinated with Terra Ray biological overviews. Thank you. Oh, yep, it's happening.
All together. I can't hear you laughing. I just want to be your friend.
It's okay.
That's the last of them. To make you smile.
Don't know if I like it.
Did I?
Looks like we're doing this.
At me. I can't hear you laughing. Not gonna look.
Okay, well, we tried. Now it's time for my gun.
One down.
Oh God, everyone. All right, everyone dies.
Get off! Get off! I just want to be your friend.
People are exploding.
Feels good. Feels fun.
Icky, icky, goo.
No one bring me down. Oh yeah, that's funny.
We good?
I just wanted to make you smile.
All right, we're good. We're not looting anything.
Here we go.
Smile, damn you! I just want to be your friend. Now that fun.
Where'd he go? Oh. He went into the processing plant. That's smart. That's the most easily defensible, smile, damn you. It's like Victorian Joker. Or what you say in an inner monologue. When you're meeting, like, your significant other's parents or something. Smile, damn you. Happy zombies. Like I said, this entire... Oh,
Law, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them?
I nearly...
No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others.
nearly shot you in the head the second I saw that spinny hammer.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
So what happened here?
Whew, whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance. With the warehouse's stores, slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
Years if we resort to cannibalism. Ludovico's behind everything, Cedric. You help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
Can you be smug a little bit later? Please? This is a bit urgent.
I may hold you to that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Ludovico wants to infect the entire colony with slugs. This is big, Cedric.
When you put it like that, I would be heartless to say no. You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Well, you go ahead and tell them to bring the best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
I'm going to disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
I'm not even mentioning Helen to Cedric. That doesn't matter. That anti-parasitic I mentioned, though, I need essence of Sprat for it.
Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the essence of Sprat you need in there.
Wait, hold on a second. You told me you don't believe in coincidence.
You're right. I don't. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
That's all for now, Cedric. Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing we could do is just not even mention Helen. Remember, Cedric has an issue with Helen right now.
Ugh, essence of Sprat? Why would anybody keep a vial of... Never mind, I don't want to know.
The new fragrance from Spacer's Choice. Alright. Now we need to head back to the penthouse. That was not the way to the penthouse. Region. Oh, you're not going to let me fast travel, are you? Alright, fine. Be that way. They did come up with a toothpaste, didn't they? Forgot about that. The Essence of Sprat mouthwash. Oh, Windows. And as we mentioned, Spacer's Choice. There they are. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. I think I need a command in the chat that whenever we run into anything in a game and it breaks for no reason, we should play the Spacer's Choice chime. I think that would work. Absolutely. All right, region. Back to the penthouse. What's all this? Oh, that's just all the... Come on. I hate it. I hate the map system so much. Never mind. The loading screens in the map system. Luxury landing pad. Bridge. Ah. Killing me, Smalls. There. We'll travel to this location first. Because I can't zoom any more closer than what I'm at. I need to look that up on Google and see if anyone else has moaned about that. I bet they have. So I'm curious. Oh yeah, we need to synthesize this and then go to the pilot house. That's what we got to do. Do we hand it off to Phaeton? Or to Phaeton? Every time I think of the word Phaeton, though, I hear it. I don't...
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Uh-huh. Love it. Had such a great time. I don't think of, like, the Greek legend. I think of the main bad guy from Exo Squad, which was considered, like, the first American anime. There was Phaeton and his lieutenant Typhonus. Those toys were amazing growing up, by the way. I also thought Phaeton would just be a really cool name for a Darth. Good Sith Lord name. Like I just jumped over the flowers considerately. Norville?
You've returned. Hope you're finding the hotel to your liking. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Nothing.
Aha! Next stop.
Our concerns are a little bit more than just the bellhop. I figure when it comes to a lot of people working at this hotel, the less they know, the better off they'll be. Okay, pour the essence of Sprat and the parasite eggs. Oh, we got the parasite eggs, didn't we? Where did we get those from? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, we got it from the caves. Cool. The essence of Sprat smells vaguely like the Rest and Go on the Groundbreaker, or possibly the Cantina in Edgewater. Difficult to place, but your eyes water all the same. The parasite eggs sink into concoction, sizzling. You activate the centrifuge. The device does its work without any additional input from you. A swirl of bright colors entertains your eyes, and a few moments later, you hear a bright chime. Alright, nothing left to do but to disperse. Ruth?
That should do the trick. Take the antiparasitic to the pilot house. We're gonna hijack the atmospheric controls.
I dig that eye makeup with the blonde hair. Okay, let us go ahead and repair all the things. Her hairstyle is very Leia on Endor.
Aha! Always.
Now, who do we go with? Let's go with Sam and Parvati.
Aha!
I haven't taken Sam really out anywhere nice. He deserves it. And unfortunately, unlike wait, was it here or is it Paralon Gorgon that we got Sam the girlfriend? I think that was Paralon Gorgon if I recall correctly. It's been a while. Yeah, that was like right before we got to the final encounter on Peril of Gorgon. In like the final lab. Good times. Now we fast travel to the pilot house. Talk to Phaeton. Allegedly. Or one of the engineers. And see what happens. Set active. Pan. Zoom. There we go. Our biggest boss fight has been against the map system. I need to put some WD-40 on my chair. I don't know if you guys can hear the... It moves a little bit.
Open fire!
Sweet Lord!
Mega message! Pollutant purified! Unit's performance evaluation is sterling! Company ammo!
Okay. So that happened. Oh, we are talking to Phaeton. It just said. Cool. Now there it was. Trying to think of what's actually making that noise. You don't hear anything? Awesome. Glad to hear it. I think it's because I have the suppression on the microphone.
Greeting protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
What's your status, Phaeton?
Reactor stable. Compound dispersal may commence.
Go ahead and disperse this instead.
Affirmative. Dispersing.
We're basically shooting out an antifungal. Boom. Tough actin' to Nactin. Right!
Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
Well, that's interesting. All right, let's go back to the distillation station. Now we'll go through the rest of the facility. Okay. I see now. We may have to go through the front door this time. I wonder if we're going to run into any more of the possessed people, or the infected. I imagine them falling down and then like the worms or the parasites coming out of their ear, like in Wrath of Khan. That's one of those childhood movie scenes that stuck with both me and my brother. Oh, there's no fast travel point. I see. Administrator Ludovico. Wrap. Alright, we got a little bit of a hike ahead of us. That was kind of brilliant. That they made it so we actually have to hustle. And I'm really glad that the Rizzo's guards aren't actively trying to kill us. See, I figured that's what... I figured Ludovico just would have said, hey, this guy's public enemy number 1. Please disperse him. Throw him off the edge, if need be. Hotel guests still doing their thing? Who knows, there are probably a lot of hotel guests who have no idea all this nonsense has just been going on all around them. The murders and shenanigans and goings on. Oh, okay, there are some here. Rupturing hosts. Knock down. Maim.
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up. Corpse detective.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Don't mess with us. Kyle!
Hilarious. Yep, right through the front door. Here we go. Bet you that elevator is now working. Actually, what did we give Parvati? She has like the super big flamethrower now, doesn't she? If I recall. Like, I just like the vermin. I like our souped up vermin pistol. The Needler is something I would give Max, since he's all about those science weapons. It was automatic too. I could have just held on to the trigger, but it just doesn't have that oomph that I'm looking for. Oh, we've already seen all of it. Oh, hi guys.
Take out the crap.
Way to go, Cap!
To make you smile.
I just want to be your friend!
Is that everybody? Alright, people are dead now. Elevator go down the hole. Good acidic width, Sam. Good to have you on the team.
Spectrum vodka is an excellent disinfecting agent, except for Spectrum Brown.
Indeed. That's all you need to know, really. Spectrum Brown doesn't have the Sam seal of approval. What does it have? Still keep our eyes peeled. It has parasites. Yeah, that's true. Das ist true. Das ist true.
This facility is in disrepair and disarray. Urgent maintenance is recommended.
Mm-hmm. Serving the Rizzo's family. Pressure control terminal. Increase pressure levels. Pressure levels increase. Please watch for pipe leakage.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Well then. Can't help but be pleased with our course of action there.
Infestation encroaching.
Good lord. Up you go. Get him, Sam.
Resuming passive mode.
Thank you, Sam. Ow, 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 ow. That was not the way. You got multiple.
This filtration system is infested with bacterium and parasites. Consuming the liquid from these vats could be hazardous to your well-being.
Thank you, Sam.
I can't hear you laughing. This one just wanted to make you smile.
Oh, that is a lot of freaking guys. Woo! Are you my mummy?
I just want to be your friend. I'll show you happiness.
Soured with prejudice.
What do we got? One more to go? Down. Oh god.
Find good technique with your
and maintenance job fulfilled.
Okay. Can everyone just calm down? Girl. Alrighty. And then we can go that way. And around. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. Eureka.
Great work.
That's a fine shooting iron. I see there. Is it a science weapon though? 216 in-ray damage. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. Multiple shots, actually.
I'll show you happiness.
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up.
Never felt so damn bad in my life.
Nope.
Real funny. Come here.
Can you not explode?
I just wanted to make you smile. I just wanted
That's the last of them.
Okay.
On the job.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Cover it in acid. Make it dead, dead, dead. Dead, 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 dead. Alright. Good, good. Does it remind you of all the family reunions?
Oh, that's a long fall. Don't look down, Cap.
Now look down, Ray. Alright. All roads led over here. Elevator go down the hall. Oh, that'd be amazing. Palpatine style. Damn? Nothing to say? I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, what do we got? Oh, that's a boss room. That is a boss room.
Look out!
Right in front of me! No, we're not gonna let you know. Bring me down! Toxin neutralized! Turn that phone! Real funny! I just want to be your friend!
Covered in acid.
I just wanted to make you smile!
Hose him. I actually realized that Sam basically has the acid equivalent of the slime guns from Ghostbusters 2. Oh, buddy, have you picked the wrong horse? Can you hose him, please?
Hey, that's impressive.
And another workbench? Yeah. Yeah, something unwholesome's about to happen. I've got a feeling. I guess we better repair. Acid can be unpleasant sometimes. Especially if you're the one being acided on.
Hey, Captain. Whatever happens, I just want you to know. I've always got your back.
I'm hugging you right now. Alright, let's go. Wholesome Parvati is what we need right now in this troubled world. Alrighty. Nice bit of booze. Everything else is sealed. Right? Can't go this way? Alright. Here we go. Boss fight.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
We're about to fight the queen, aren't we? There's some behind you. Or something.
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry, you'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
Now look, I know you're about to start a monologue. I don't care.
I beg your pardon.
Let me guess, you're about to reveal some sort of horrible giant slug monster, am I right?
Oh, you're worse than those people who talk in the middle of a picture. You really couldn't let me have my moment. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen.
I love this game.
And then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness, dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law! Stop!
Dirt alert! Dirt
Knock it out, knock it out.
alert!
Oh, we're burning it down. All right.
This area has been sanitized.
You ever feel that you're a level 20 party that just went into like a level 10?
Gosh, that's clever.
All right. Well, I'm glad we could do this. What's this for? Steam control. Oh. Oh. I see. Gotcha. That was in case we didn't just want to shoot it.
Nicely done.
The choice of lesser parties. Vito. Was it over here too? Ah, yes. Well, here's what was left of Ludovico.
Great work.
Huh. It's just the way out, or... Map. Oh. And who are you?
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Do it.
And that's it?
Well, no, I suppose I appreciate you for all types of reasons. For example, despite your obvious talent for violence, you're not killing me.
You know, you could have helped me, right?
That's a reasonable point, friend. But it turns out you didn't need my help at all. I do regret the untimely demise of our broodmother, but my passenger is flooding my brain with all sorts of happy feelings, so I don't mind all that much.
Passenger.
Oh, that's what I call the slug I've bonded with. It's gonna be a part of me until I pass through the gates of oblivion and my atoms scatter into the void.
You know, your attitude's really starting to annoy me.
Sounds like what you need is a passenger of your own.
Can you stand still? I kind of want to put you out of your misery.
Invasive coup.
Mess with us.
Detected.
I think we made the right call. Ah. We ran into Helen. And nothing of value was lost. I figured the less of them, the better. Because who knows how intelligent those symbiotes are? And with the loss of the queen, I don't know. And now what we need to do here. Captain, go home. Say goodbye to Helen before leaving Eridanos. Talk to Cedric, waiting by the landing pad. Return to Ada. Alrighty. I can certainly do that if I have enough. We need to get away from the hostiles. Let's just head to the front entrance. The achievement for killing the queens. What was the achievement for killing the queens? Was that the Simpsons reference you were talking about? I didn't get it. I didn't read it, so I didn't know what it was. You have selected Regicide. I like it. We just lit up with the power of Sam, Parvati, and our nice firearm. We were able to make quick work of that queen. Well, I guess we will go ahead and talk to everybody.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Don't you know it? Okay, we're gonna talk to Cedric first, and then we'll talk to Helen.
I'll cease my inquiries about leaving the hotel.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my
I'll
gratitude.
have to find some new way to keep myself entertained.
Oh, so they were twins, were they? I know how that goes. I'm a twin myself, you know.
Really?
We'll be awfully busy with the administrator gone. Lots to do.
All right.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
Sound disappointed.
Is that so strange? I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Goodbye, Helen.
Thank you for everything. If you're lucky, we'll cross orbits again.
And return to Ada. Alrighty. Yeah, that is going to be a very tough life. Unless she, like, decides to, like, get a ship and head off into the unknown regions. You know what I mean, for lack of a better term? Go somewhere where people don't recognize her. If there is even such a place. Yes, must check on Doggo. Also must check on trophies. See if there's anything in the captain's quarters to commemorate this complete and utter farce of a murder investigation we've been doing. Oh, if we have like the Queen's head mounted on the wall, that'd be nice.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Anubis. Let me put my gun away. Who's the best boy? What the? Adrena Time Moonman statue. A souvenir from Gorkin. Its eyes seem to follow you wherever you go. Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges Completion Certificate. Congratulations, Explorer. You reached the center of the Purpleberry Puzzle Hedges. The certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's product at selected vending machines. Lord. All the Spectrum vodka. Forced Factory. Oh yeah, Mini Ambrose. I remember that. Graham's Patch. Anti-Cleo's. I guess the thing is the puzzle hedge. Maze. Completer. Still, that's cool. I'm able to pet Anubis, which is the most important thing. Alright, let's talk to Ada. And see where we go from here. We're technically not done with the quest yet, so that's also important.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
Well, I'm not an inspector anymore, Ada. I finished the Eridanos job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Alright. Humor me, Ada. Who do you think killed Halcyon Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations?
Why don't I just tell you what happened?
Please, do so.
The real killer was Administrator Ludovico.
Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? I have been programmed to simulate contempt and mild surprise. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed? I am contemptuous and mildly surprised. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem.
How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Alright. So that is all of Murder on Eridanos. Let me see if there's maybe something got added now. Best boy. Alright. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to go ahead and travel to the end of the last mission. I'm going to go ahead and clear that real quick, and we're going to find the section that talks about what's happened here on Eridanos and get a postscript for all the characters. So stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and jump to that right now.
The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed.
Thank God.
A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life, Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view.
As we thought.
The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered slugs transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity.
Ooh.
The Prophet was not among the bodies. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly.
All right, so let's go ahead and
might need life in Halcyon was so
get through all of this, since we've already seen this before.
He eventually came to terms with his own past. Today, Halcyon, and what about long?
Yeah, okay, so the Prophet basically summoned Sprat-Thulu. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, that, I believe, wraps everything up. That was the last DLC for the Outer Worlds, guys. They are done with the game. And all in all, I absolutely adored this game. The Peril on Gorgon DLC was great. The Murder on Eridanos DLC was also amazing. It's just such a good game with such a unique world. And yeah, it's so good. Like, all the kudos to Obsidian and its crew for making this. Because I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I have played a lot of this game. And like I said, other than fighting with the map system and the load screens, it's pretty much perfect, in my opinion. Like, I love the storyline, the world is incredible, the music, the characterizations, the voice acting, it's just top-notch, like chef kiss. But yeah, that kind of, as far as I know, ends our journey here in the Halcyon system, guys. Maybe we'll see everyone together in the Outer Worlds 2, the quest for more money. We'll just have to see what happens. But I do want to thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try to stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. There's also a playlist that has the base Outer Worlds game, including the ending, as well as the Peril on Gorgon and Murder on Eridanos DLCs right after it. Check it out if you haven't. It was an amazing adventure that we were on. And yeah, just really interesting to see where Obsidian goes from here, and if we'll see Halcyon again sometime down the line. But thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you in the next series. Later days, everyone.